Hey, this is Shetty, and you're watching me on Grazia, India. My biggest misconception about love is that it was like how it is in the movies, the fairy tales. You drive off into the sunset, the fairy tale ending, the happily ever after, the end. But the reality is that it's daily work. Love is a daily practice, a daily habit, a daily investment. It's not something that happens once and is over and done with. We often think that we jump from liking someone to loving someone, but actually there's 4 stages in the middle which are about learning to love. This idea is inspired by the 4 stages of life that come through the Vedas. Now, these 4 stages are as follows: preparing for love, practicing love, protecting love, and perfecting love. So it starts by connecting with yourself and learning to love yourself, then learning to love others and really understanding chemistry and compatibility, then protecting love, which is really about character and learning to love yourself deeply, and then finally learning to love the entire world. According to me, self-love is learning to understand all your strengths and weaknesses, all your likes and dislikes, and learning to accept yourself for who you are, but still want to improve and be better for yourself. It's when you start living life with no comparison, no negative judgment, and no shame, but make it about growth, about forward momentum, and about becoming better for yourself. Social media and technology have amplified our challenges with self-love. We always used to compare ourselves to people. Now we can compare ourselves to millions of people all over the world. We always used to complain, but now we complain because we can see everyone else's highlight reel. And we always used to criticize maybe in our small groups, but now we can take that online. I think that it's important to remember that social media is simply amplifying what's already there. And so it's our job to recognize that we want to remove criticism, comparison from within our hearts and minds so that we can live healthier, happier, and more healed lives. To build confidence and learn how to be alone, we have to take on a challenge. Take on something difficult. It could be learning a new skill, learning a language, an instrument. It could be starting your passion. Surround yourself with a community of people who are trying to do the same thing, and then be consistent with it. You develop self-confidence when you do difficult things. When we create comfort in our lives, that creates self-care. But when we create discomfort in our life, that creates self-confidence. It's so important that we all define what love means to us, not take a definition from somewhere else. And the way we do that is by trying to learn more about love, loving ourselves and loving others. And my definition that I'll share with you is when you like someone's personality, when you respect their values, and when you're committed to helping them achieve their goals. That is love to me. Think about it for you. Think about your mistakes in your past relationships. Think about good relationships you've seen and bad ones, and figure out what your definition is. So when you look at the research, online dating has the same success rate as offline meetups when finding love. And I think the only perception that it's changed is that we now feel there's plenty of fish in the sea, or there's so much more choice. If it doesn't work out with this one, we'll try another one. And I think that can be an unhealthy idea because we can end up hurting a lot of people, we can end up misleading a lot of people, but also we can end up misleading ourselves. There may be plenty more people out there, but the truth is there's no perfect person. It's about who you want to make it work with. Society and pressure from our community plays a big role in looking for love. Most people are used to going to a wedding or a family event and hearing the words, "You're next," or, "Oh, you're not with anyone yet." We all are made to feel inadequate or unworthy when we're not with someone. Now, when we rush into relationships because we feel lonely, we settle for less than we deserve, we become more dependent on the other person, and we struggle to leave even if they're not good for us. We don't make good decisions when we date or get married because of pressure. It's so important to make the right decision, and remember, you're the only one who has to live with the consequences. You're the only one who has to wake up next to that person for the rest of your life, or something like that. And so it's so important that it's made in an intentional and conscious way. Yeah, it has to be Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol in that movie. That is my favorite on-screen couple and love story. I would say it's Modern Romance by Aziz Ansari. I wish I knew that love was something that I had to define and I had to create, not adopt someone else's definition. So thankfully I do not have to be on a dating app today. I'm very happily married. But if I had to be on one, it would say, I help people find their purpose. That's what it would say.